My name is Rose Castillo with Crafty Night Owls. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I wanted to show you how I made this coffin. And this coffin can hold a couple of the fun-size candies or whatever you would like to put in them. And they are just really cute. See, I even have the Reese's Pumpkin Peanut Butter Cups. Those are my favorite. And this is two ways. This one I left on the little flaps on all three sides there, and you can tuck those in. And then, or on this one, I just left the side piece as a tuck in. So it's up to you how you would like to leave your box. And then it's a real simple open for these little treats. These are the Home Sweet Home Thinlit dies that we're using today. And there is a coordinating stamp set that you can buy, and it's called Sweet Home, and you can buy them as a bundle and save 10%, or you can just buy one or the other, and it's completely up to you. This set is super cute, and it was one that I had to have right away. And so you can make all sorts of houses with this. You can make the spooky house, you can make the coffin, you can make a regular house for maybe like a housewarming, you can make a dog house, a bird house, a gingerbread house. So the possibilities with this are endless. And we're just going to be using the house piece here, and you'll need to cut this out twice to make your box. And you can fit this on a half sheet of cardstock. I always line up this piece here, that is the flap where you're going to put your adhesive. I line that up with my edge, and then I flip it around and run it through. Now, the first time I did it, I lined it up this way, I think, and when I went to run it through again, turning it around this way, I was having trouble. It was cutting into the paper. So I think I was able to get it, but it was a little bit trickier. So this is just the simpler way to do it. And we will be using that little bat for the front of our coffin, and that's all we're using out of here. And then for our stamped image, we'll be using the vampire, and he is just super cute. I just love him. They're all really cute, really. So that stamp set is a must-have, in my opinion. Okay, so I've already cut out the two pieces that we're going to need for our coffin. And so I'm going to get my scoreboard. So reach over here. And we are going to make 2 score lines on each piece, and that's all the scoring you'll need to do. And this will help you to make this coffin piece. So this one here, on this big flap here, you're going to score at 7/8 of an inch. So I just lined that flat edge there all the way up, and then I scored at 7/8 of an inch. Now I'm going to fold down on that score line. And then I'm going to take this little here, and I'm going to butt it up against my scoreboard here. And then I'm going to score at half of an inch. So half of an inch, and that is all the scoring. Okay, let's repeat that. We're going to take this flat edge here, and we're going to line it up and score at 7/8 of an inch. Oops, did not mean to crinkle my paper there. Okay, fold that down, line this up again, and do at half of an inch. Oops. So that is my scoring, and we're done with our scoreboard. All right. Now I'm just going to fold on these score lines here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off this on this score line. These are the flaps that you would use to adhere the roof together, and so I'm going to cut there just to make that flat, because I don't want those and they'll just get in the way. And then again on this side, just follow that score line that's already there from the die and cut those off. And then you can use your bone folder, and you can fold on all the score lines. Now, I worked on this coffin for a while because I could not, for the life of me, figure out exactly how to get it to work. And so I worked and worked and I wasted some paper doing it, and it was a mess. And so I will just admit to you that it took me a little while to actually figure out how to do this. And I think the biggest challenge for me was I was trying to make my coffin flat, in a sense that this coffin, if you'll look at the sides here, it has an angle that goes up. It goes wider at this top edge. And so I was trying to make it come across here as like a flat. And I kept messing up papers. I got one that was pretty close, but it was a lot of work. And so I thought, you know what? I don't really care that it peaks up here. And so I was more concerned about getting this flat top here. So this is what I ended up coming up with, and I actually like it like this. And so we are going to fold, again, like I said, all these score lines. I think I'm done. And that's it. Then for me, I am going to take my silicone mat and some fast fuse, and hopefully I can get this together pretty good. I'm not the greatest with that fast fuse, to be honest. And, oh, I'm out. Okay. I'm not the greatest with fast fuse. That is the truth. And so I just struggle with it a little bit. And so I try to do my best with it because it is a really good adhesive. So I think it's the pressure, though. I'm opening up a refill, and we do have refills. And I'm going to change this for you right on camera. Take that out and throw it in the trash. And then you're going to just pop that right back in and close it up. And it is ready to go. So I'll add a little bit more adhesive down here. Now, I heard if you don't put the pressure here like we do on our snail and you hold it on the sides, that will save you a lot of trouble. So let's see if I can do that, because I tend to hold it right there on that point, like my snail adhesive. Okay, let's line this up and burnish that down. Okay, so now when we finish our coffin, this is going to be my opening here. So I can actually cut off this piece here, and then if you want, you can cut this piece off also. I did that on my second one, which is this one. I cut that off, and then I took these and I just took a little sliver off of them on each side, and this is just because they peek out, and so when you put your box together, it won't lay correctly. So just take this little sliver and kind of make them at a straight angle, or take the angle off, I guess is the best way to say that. So, okay, so then my box is going to come together like this. And we're going to glue here, we're going to glue this up here, and this is going to be our little door to our coffin. So, I took, you're going to want to put some adhesive here, adhesive on this little peak, some adhesive here on these, so that you can attach it to this piece here. And then we will actually be cutting off one of these on the score line, because if not, I believe it will hang over. Or maybe not. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. We're going to put some adhesive on those areas that I know I need it. Oops. Let's see. There. I know I need it on these little pieces here. So and I'm using the silicone mat because it might go over a little bit, and I don't want it all over my work surface. That did not, I got it gunked here. Okay, let's try that again. See, I told you I'm not the greatest at this, and there are some people, they just use it all the time, and they are wonderful with it. Okay, so let's fold this up there. Fold this one in here, and line that up. Okay, so that's the easy part. Then we will take this one here, and we're going to fold it over. And I did, on my original, I cut off the flap that was on the score line here that you normally put adhesive on. And then on one of them, at least. Then this other one can just fold right over with some adhesive. So we're going to put some adhesive right on here. Okay. And fold that right on top. And there is our box. That is super simple. It's not a lot. I mean, there's a few little cuts that are, you know, just random cuts, you know, like straightening some stuff out. But other than that, it's a pretty simple box. And I think it comes together really well. And this was the easiest way that I found in my crafting that worked. And then I cut out one of the little bats. This little bat is so tiny. And I'm going to put him up here on the top of my box, and I'll just grab some multi glue, or whatever this is called. I can't think. I think it's called that. Yeah, Tombow Mono Multipurpose. Okay, this time I'm going to put his bat just a little bit higher than I did on that last box, because my little guy like kind of blocks him. Okay, so that's all my gluing with that. Then I took my StazOn ink pad, and this is funny because only half of it's inked up. I don't know. I never finished inking it, I guess. And so it has ink on half of it, so I don't know why I did that. But I just took my StazOn and kind of just went around the edges of my box and just added, and it just gives it that like dusty spider web look, I think, anyway. And so that is all. You can add the spider web like I did there if you would like. StazOn is not recommended for photopolymer stamps, and I did use it on that one, and I cleaned it right away in hopes that it doesn't do anything to my stamp. And it worked. It does stick really a lot to your stamp set. Like, I couldn't get it cleaned off completely. So just so you know that. And so I decided this next time I would just use a little bat from the die set. So now I'm going to take my vampire image that I've already got mounted right here, and I'm just going to ink him up, and I'm going to put his feet at the bottom of the paper. And that's just because when you put him into the punch, it will go in correctly, see? So it'll go in just like that. So let's put that down. I'm just going to use markers this time. This one I watercolored. This one I used markers. I think both of them are just fine, but the markers do go a little bit quicker than when I'm trying to watercolor. So I decided to use markers on video just to go a little bit faster. All right, let's do this. And the only thing with markers is you do get those marker lines, so I try to go over a couple of times to kind of hide that, and I think when it dries it looks pretty good. So there's that. I'm not going to use that one yet. I'm going to color his shirt Smoky Slate. Now if you would like to purchase any of the supplies that we used here today, make sure to head on over to my website at www.rosecastillo.stampinup.net, and you can purchase anything that we used here today besides the candy, and you can buy that from my online store. If you have any questions, make sure to leave me a comment. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. And I just love crafting, so this is just something that I love to do. And if you place an order, it just helps me to continue on as a demonstrator. Right now, I am working really hard at trying to promote and get to Silver Elite. And I need one more person to join my team, and I need to continue my sales at their current rate. And so that is my goal right now. So if you can help in any way, or if you're thinking about joining Stampin' Up! Anytime soon, just let me know. I would love to have you on my team. And if you have any questions regarding joining Stampin' Up!, just let me know. Or if you have any questions regarding our products, just, give me a shout out or talk to me or email me, any of those things, and I would be happy to answer those questions. Alright, so right here I just added a little bit of color to his hands and his face using the Blushing Bride ink pad and an Aqua painter. Now that I've done that, I am going to punch him out and just line him up right in the center and punch down. Oop. See all those extra little pieces that come with this punch? It's a builder punch, so there's some other pieces that you can use to build up your image. And then I'm going to take a couple of dimensionals and put them right on the back here. And I like to put him just a little off center since he's not in the coffin, but maybe like he's just right by it. So I like to put him there, and you can put whatever candies you would like in your box. And isn't this just super cute? I hope that this helps somebody that was thinking the same thing about building a coffin, and maybe I gave you the right directions so you can make one yourself. If you make some coffins, I'd love to see them. Make sure to leave a comment if you like this video, and make sure to hit the subscribe button if you would like to see future videos. Thank you once again for watching today, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.